So Dwayne Wade came out and said that it was a mistake. Admits that LeBron James joining the Miami Heat ruined the NBA. What do I think about that? Well, as a Miami Heat fan, I ain't got no problem when he joined. Um, the salaries matched up and the direction matched up, and it made sense to come to South Beach with Pat Riley and everything. Um, I think LeBron's attitude the first year was off. He stunk in the first finals. Dwayne Wade was the better player. And till Dwayne Wade got in his behind the next year when he came back against Boston and told him to step it up, he had to be motivated. See, LeBron is one of the most fakest so-called tough guys or so moved because Dwayne Wade had him under hypnosis. Now, you'll sit here and tell me that LeBron's a better athlete and had a better career than Dwayne Wade. But if you ask me who was a better leader, it ain't even close. It's D Wade all day. And for all the people be hating on D Wade, I can't take you too serious because you're downplaying his impact as a great talent. Or you better go. And it ain't like Dwayne Wade played in 86 or 96 where you ain't got no footage. But I think his imagery and what goes off the court then distorted a lot. But believe me, on the court, he was as fierce as they came. He just had injuries and his body gave out a bit. But his points and what his career was, oh, he could hang. He was that good. You know, I told you he's tied with Kobe for me all time. Two guard. Michael Jordan is better. And no one deserves to be the 1A or Nick. That's just saying. But I put Dwayne Wade with Kobe, and I've already said that. But anyway, ironically, why they did get together was because of Kobe. Because they saw Kobe getting ring number 5, and they're like, we got to catch that. Because Wade had one. Bron had been to a finals, and that was the purpose. So you set expectations to somebody that motivates you. Now, did it ruin the NBA? No. LeBron ruined the NBA, not because he joined the Heat, and that's not because that's my team. He ruined it because of his arrogance about not one, not two, not three, but 4 and 5. Then when Pat Riley wouldn't sit there and shuffle with him and be his yes man and wouldn't fire Exposter, he ran back to Cleveland to a bigot owner who called him everything under the sun. And so he had to sit there and tap. I don't shuffleboard deck love boat style. I don't want nobody telling me how pro-black LeBron James is and how deep he is and all that when he ran back to Dan Gilbert. The master called him out of everything you can imagine. I'm doing it for the land and the home. Yeah, and you pouted every time you got that Eastern Conference trophy because you had to walk near the master. Then you take your butt to LA and you recruit everybody. To be honest with you, the Cleveland recruiting was worse than the Miami. Because in Miami, he told them to get Sebastian Telefar, who didn't pan out. And you know about the whole thing with the Kobe and the snitching that Sebastian done, how that turned out. See how these little traces of LeBron are everywhere? Then he hoodwinks Dwayne Wade, don't say he leaving, brings Kevin Love, orchestrates stats, then gets David Blatt fired. Maneuvers moves left and right. Obviously, then it goes to LA, the whole thing in Anthony Davis, the clutch sports, the whole nine with everything. Everything, and now JJ Redick. So he's gotten worse than he was with the Miami thing. That's what's ruined basketball, that you could sit there and put your teams together. Now, let me explain the difference when they put the teams together in Miami as opposed to elsewhere. At least with that, it came together with the cap, and then they were able to balance it. But then he goes to Cleveland, and then he maneuvers with the Kevin Love move, and then he gets his coach fired, and then he pulls that mess in LA where they're going through multiple coaches. Anthony Davis pouts, gets him in. The people forget about the different players they've had in the Laker personnel and all the stuff that they've done. And of course with Bronny, they call it nepotism. I said, okay. So what has ruined, and so people are going to point to Kevin Durant going to Golden State. Well, cats want to win rings. Okay, so, but what's ruined, what's hurt the game more than anything, I think if he had stayed in Miami, which he should have, not just as a Heat fan, but just as a realist, because he stays in Miami, he really shows that he's not all about this wandering deer that he always has to have everything his way and he's willing to play within the concept. Miami's on time, he is structured. Eric Spoelstra is still the coach of the Miami Heat. How many coaches did Cleveland go through to appease him? How many coaches have the Lakers gone through to appease him? That's what ruins the game. When you think that you're more important than the actual game that you start. Now, Dwyane Wade, it didn't ruin it because it brought the teams together to compete at a high level, because you won't tell the truth that your so-called friend who's acted funny with you needed your help because he didn't have the mental capacity for all his so-called high IQ, wasn't attracting nobody in Cleveland, and wasn't getting the job done. That's the bottom line. And he always got excuses and stuff. What's ruined the game is when you allow someone to be a diva and run coaches out and personnel around. I'm all for player empowerment because you should go where you want to win and play. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. If you could win, you win. But the problem is with LeBron, he's had to have everything, and the refs included, and the commission, all that. He's only got 4 rings to show for it, which is a lot. But only in the 20 years, all that, it don't add up. And Lord knows they didn't try everything, held ankles and everything backwards for you, LeBron. So I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with Dwyane Wade for that part of ruining it. It ruined it in other aspects, but not for the player empowerment, because there hasn't been an onslaught of it. And you didn't dominate. It actually, you underachieved. You got the 4 finals, 2-2. So actually, it didn't ruin. It underachieved because he ain't that dude. He ain't that dude. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another share if you like. And please hit the membership when you do the request videos that you make. I will put them on first and foremost. Stay up, stay blessed, stay safe. I'm out. Peace.